Want to save time building your first template? Start with a ready-made layout using the item or board print in DocExport. We'll start with the board print. Think of the board print as a large screenshot of your entire board. With the board print, you can export your board view in tabular format, sorted by your groups, including all data, items, and colors. But you can also group and filter the view to your own needs. So in this example, we want to display all tasks from a current project grouped by status along with the key metrics. For that, we have a board that manages the data for one specific project. You will find all tasks grouped by different project phases, including their status, planned time, effort, and so on. From this board, we want to create a daily status report that is sent to the manager via email every afternoon. And this is where DocExport comes into play. We switch to the DocExport view, and you immediately see a real-time preview of the board print, which is the default view here. Using this drop-down, you can switch between the board print, predefined templates, the item print, and your own saved templates. You are also free to upload a completely new one. For this use case, we can simply use the board print and group it by status. On the left, you can see a live preview of your board print. Specify which columns you want to include in your table. All columns from your Monday.com board will be displayed here. Then you'll find another interesting option, applying a board filter. You can use board filters to narrow down the information you want to be included in your PDFs. To do so, you click on Filter in the header bar of your board view and select and save your filter settings. In this example, the filter is set to only include items where the column Planned Timeline is not empty. When we check on Apply Board Filter, the PDF will only contain these filtered items, as you can see in the preview of your document. And that's already it. As soon as you're happy with your document, you can download it straight away by clicking in the top right corner of the preview. This is, by the way, also where you could customize your template. You can make adjustments by downloading and re-uploading the template again in this view. DocExport creates a docx template in the background on which your document is based. This template puts placeholders in the relevant places where you want to insert data from your boards. Additionally, there are placeholders for tables, charts, colors, and so on. This gives you the freedom to customize your template's design, such as adding logos, headers, footers, or changing the design of the table. We won't go into further detail on customization or creating a docx from scratch in this part, but you can find many explanations on customizing and creating your own templates in our Help Center. Besides downloading the template, you also have the option to define actions and automations. So if you want to send it via email, save it in a file column, or share it in another way, click on Actions and Automations. We want to send the report to the manager. This is why you either are the manager, and thus the user who creates the document, or you put in the email address of the manager right here. If you want, you can also change the name of your template right here. By default, all documents will also be saved in the list of all generated documents. You can now decide whether you want to execute the action just once or use them to set up an automation. We want to add an automation that triggers the creation of a daily report every afternoon at 6 p.m. So to round it up, we will opt for Set up an automation and need to do one more step. Click on Integrate, search for DocExport and select it. You will find different automation recipes. To conclude the example we just started, we opt for the time period integration and we specify that every day at 6 p.m. we want to generate a status report based on the DocExport recipe Daily Status Report. Add the integration to your board and that's it. DocExport will send out your daily project report with all current data every afternoon without you having to do a thing. If you want, you could also use this template as a base and even add charts to your document, all within DocExport. You'll find more detailed explanation on how to add charts in our Help Center. Here are just a few final results of more advanced template designs with charts. In addition to the board print, you'll also find the item print in DocExport. The item print uses the same logic to generate a clean, structured document for individual items. So, simply kickstart your PDF creation by using the item or board print. Your first PDF will be ready to download in just a few clicks or serve as the perfect base for further customization. On our website, you can find more use cases, templates, and an overview of supported features. No matter the document, no matter the use case, DocExport makes it happen.